to make the headlines. Richie Benaud, former Australian captain, has played here many times. He's now a BBC commentator and has never doubted the ground's place in cricket history.
Exciting. There's always something happening up here, and there has been ever since I stopped playing as well. It's a ground which has a reputation for getting results. Whether the players have always been keen about that's another matter. But when I played, the thing that sticks in my mind most of all, I should think, was the match here in 1961 where Fred Truman did us. Fred bowled magnificently, dropped his pace and bowled seamers, and was handled very well by Peter May. And that was a terrific performance by England, but there was always something happening. The other thing is that you generally needed your raincoat, which I've taken care of today, and there was quite often a bit of a chill in the air, no matter when the match was played. It was often played later in the year in those days.
We've always assumed that Headingley has been a wicket of controversy. Certainly in the last 10 years it has been. But was it always a dodgy wicket in your day as well, in the 50s and 60s?
Well, it must have been a pretty good track in 1948, I'd reckon, because Bradman's side made 404 to win the match against, I suppose, some bowling that fell away and also some indifferent fielding, apparently. In 53 it was a green top. In 56 Laker and Locke knocked us over here, and that was on a pitch that was it had a very red tinge about it at the start, and we played on uncovered pitches in those days, so when the rain came the ball turned square. And we played in 61, the match I was talking about earlier, on a pitch of very piebald appearance. It was a pretty ordinary sort of track. No one gave it a rating of higher than 2 out of 10.
As a commentator, would it be fair to say that the Botham Test of 81 is one of the most remarkable you've seen anywhere in the world?
If someone said you can only nominate one test match that you'll watch again of all the ones you've seen, it would probably be that 1981 match. It was a pretty good game all the way through because the Australians closed at 401 for 9, and then England had to follow on. And when they won, it was only the second time in the history of the game a side had won after following on, and it was due entirely to both of them. Don't forget he took 6 for 95 in the first innings and made 50 as well, so it wasn't just his second innings stuff. It was a terrific game of cricket all the way through, but if I had to nominate one match, it would be that 1981 test here on this ground.